Hey, my Taurus babies, what's happening? This is EJ from Taurota Tarot. I hope everybody is having a good end to their weekend. Happy Father's Day. Mercury retrograde. Happy Father's Day to those of you that are fathers that are watching. You good dads, we appreciate you and all that you do. This is going to be Taurus Weekly Update. We are rolling tomorrow, the 22nd, through next Tuesday, July 1st. Yes, sir. It is the end of the month. Y'all heard me? I have already shuffled and cut the cards. Let me just tell you what the big theme is for the week, or themes. Be mindful right now. We have five planets in retrograde motion. Mercury was the last. So it's Mercury, Venus, Saturn, Neptune, and Pluto. Neptune is getting ready to go retrograde on the 23rd. We had an eclipse today on the 21st. So there's a lot of shit going on in the sky. But here's the thing. For Tauruses, you are really going to be looking at loyalty this week. And that has just been in my craw since about 5 o'clock this morning. So it's going to be a lot about reviewing relationships, and I guess if people knew we were doing this, they probably want to be our friends forever. But this is something that we have to do. You have to look at who your real friends are, who's being loyal to you, who's got your back regardless of whatever's going on. And in part, the reason for this is that moving forward, once we get to the end of September, most of these planets will have gone back direct. I think the latest will be Saturn, which goes direct September 29th, if I'm not mistaken. Jupiter goes direct September 14th. So by the time we get to the end of September, the only other planet of issue that we'll need to be concerned about going retrograde will be Mars in November. But after these planets station direct, we're going to kind of go back to hitting the ground running again, and things that we are trying to accomplish, goals that we're trying to achieve. We're going to need to know who's in our corner. And we're not going to have time towards the end of the year to be trying to figure out, is it this one, that one, or the other one. So this is definitely very much a period of review of relationships, both romantic and platonic and familial. My new word, thank you. So let's see what we got going on. Overall energy is pulling harmony on the front end and accelerated motion on the back end. A reminder, I do my cards straight up. I don't do reversals. So let's see. For tomorrow, obstacles and challenges. Tuesday, healing. Wednesday, balance. Thursday, destiny and challenge. Your centerpiece is rejoicing and celebration. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, deception and envy. Sunday, temptation. Next Monday, emotional loss. And next Tuesday, manifestation. Not as bad as it looked. Not as bad as it looked. Hold your horses. From this deck, harmony, pulling the Princess of Swords, accelerated motion, Mercury retrograde, communication. Who knew? Ace of Swords, that's on the back end on accelerated motion. Obstacles and challenges, pulls the Ace of Wands, healing, pulls the Three of Wands, balance, pulls the Eight of Swords, destiny, pulls the Five of Coins, rejoicing, celebration, pulls Madame Confidant, top of rejoicing, celebration. That's interesting. Deception and envy, pulls the Three of Swords, temptation, pulls the Empress, emotional loss, pulls the Ten of Coins, manifestation, pulls the Hermit. So just remember, we in retrograde. Everything that means anything to us is in retrograde. First and foremost, get out your head. There's a lot of air on the board. So we're doing a lot of thinking, and in some instances it looks like we're doing a lot of overthinking. And with Mercury being retrograde, overthinking causes miscommunication. So the idea, on top of everything else, is to keep it simple. With the Princess of Swords sitting on top of the harmony, y'all may have people in your environment. For some reason, this is work. I don't know why. Y'all may have people in your environment who are just being disruptive. These are the instigators. Let's put that where that is. These are the instigators. And so some of you may already just be kind of concerned about people on your job that are instigating shit that need to really go sit down and shut up and mind their damn business. You heard me. At the bottom of that, though, as bulls, we are always seeking harmony. So we're really basing things that we're doing from a harmonious standpoint, but we are definitely aware of those that are trying to keep up chaos. And this is intellectual energy. This is thinking energy. So there may be people just doing shit in your office, and they may just be clue-free that they're even upsetting the apple cart. Do the best you can to stay focused on the harmony and kind of just tune out whoever's trying to keep up shit, whoever has you in your head trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Just move past whatever and focus on looking for harmony, being harmonious. Back in, accelerated motion will happen with clear communication. I know that sounds stupid in a Mercury retrograde, but that's exactly what we're dealing with right now. Things ain't stopping going nowhere just because Mercury has decided he wants to start skating backwards. I'm just saying. So we need to be clear. That does not mean we need to sign contracts or make promises that are going to definitely change in the future if you're doing it now. But be clear in your communications. The accelerated motion is happening, although it may feel like you are walking through mud. Hence, you got 5 planets walking backwards. So it's going to feel that way. Be as clear as you can possibly be in your communications with everybody. People you work with, partners. If you got to say something 10 times and make them repeat it back to you 10 times, do it. Just do it. Looking at tomorrow's energy with the Ace of Wands, sitting on top of the obstacles and challenges. There's a new player in your environment for some of you. I don't know who this new player is. This is not so much about the shock and awe or the awe and wonder, but this is more about a new person coming in, kind of looking around like, hey, what do we got going on here? And they may prove to be an obstacle and a challenge because you may have to stop what you're trying to accomplish to help them. It's okay. Don't get caught up in a bunch of negative, because there's definitely negative energy around this, and it's just that, oh shit, why the hell I got to do this? That can just very quickly snowball into something ugly. So whoever the new person is, yeah, they're going to cause some confusion, some obstacles and challenges. And again, kind of up here with the overall, people trying to get in your head, making a mess, whatever. Do what you need to do tomorrow to get over whatever challenges. You may have to speak directly to people and firmly to people and say, look, I'd be happy to help you. Give me 10 minutes, give me a half hour, whatever the case may be. But do what you need to do. For some of you, Aries, you may be having a problem with a new Aries in the family. This could be a new married-in family member, a new girlfriend, boyfriend. Could be your sister's boyfriend, brother's girlfriend. Same thing. They're coming with a whole bunch of needy, oh, I don't know if I can you help me? I don't know, type energy. Just be mindful of that. We get to Tuesday, the 3 of Wands and the healing. Some of you have been, will continue to, or will be having conversations with exes. This could bring up issues of cheating from the past. This right now, the energy we're in, as far as those things are concerned, it's about healing and healing old wounds and just kind of dealing with some shit. For those of you that may be considering getting back with the ex, this may be a conversation you need to have to kind of clear the air. Not that nobody knew what was going on, definitely not that, but kind of just airing how you feel or how you felt when something happened. This may not have even been directly about a true infidelity. It may have been just baby mama, baby daddy drama, and something looked one way and it was probably another way. Do what you need to do to heal. On the other side of healing comes forgiveness. So if you need to forgive some folks, do what you need to do. We get to Wednesday. About evaluating, not overthinking and over-evaluating, but evaluating or re-evaluating your beliefs so you can bring some balance into your life. Some of you may be hanging on to some old shit and it's no longer serving you. And you need to take the horse blinders off and just get on with some new shit. I'm just saying. But it's about the balance. You can't move forward. That right there. You cannot have positive acceleration going forward if you are still clinging on to old habits, old beliefs, old things in general, but particularly behaviors and thought patterns. Thursday's energy destiny, the 5 of coins, is just what it is. You're going to have to walk away from some people, places, and things to continue on your path of destiny. Take you down here the next Monday with the emotional loss and the 10 of coins. These two things kind of tie in together. For some of you, this may be a thing about needing a better job and having to move away. Maybe conversations that you start having earlier this week and will conclude next week. Again, try not to make any major decisions that are not already in motion before July 12th. That's when Mercury stations direct, and damn, Mercury is almost out of phase for almost a damn month, you think about it. But at any rate, walking away from things that no longer serve you. As I started this conversation before I laid the cards out about loyalty. Loyalty is right here. Some of y'all are going to be walking away from people that haven't been loyal. And this is not just romantic. This is friendships as well. Some of you may have some friends out there. You find out they've been talking about you behind your back. They made some snarky remark on Facebook or somewhere. It said something stupid on Instagram. It's that kind of energy. And those are the very people and situations you're trying to see right now where people's loyalty lie. So you're going to start that process this week of walking away from people, places, things, behaviors that no longer serve you. I said Thursday. It's on the board. Could start tomorrow. Might have started Friday. Just saying. Don't get locked in on the days. Just know this energy is here. Your centerpiece and your challenge. A lot of you have a lot to celebrate. And what this is telling me is that if you don't see it, maybe now is a good time to start writing down things you're thankful for and grateful for. Yeah, I know you're like, where you get that from? It's the energy coming back. A lot of you maybe have nothing to celebrate. Maybe you need to get pen to paper. I'm just saying. Let's write down 10 things. Fuck it. Let's just write down 3 things every day that we're thankful for. I promise you there's somebody around that is not doing half as well as you. So be happy. Do not let your confidence slide because you think you're missing something. You ain't got nothing. Everything happens in due season. So if it didn't happen before, it doesn't mean it won't happen in the future. If something bad happened before, it doesn't mean you're doomed to repeat it. Just saying, especially those of you thinking about getting back into old relationships. This is your centerpiece and your challenge for the next handful of days. Don't lose your confidence on some bullshit. It's always something to be grateful for. We get to Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, Saturn. Some of you, this one of them eat fish, leave the bones type thing. It's not going to resonate with everybody. Some of you may be dealing with third-party situations, and there may be some lies going on. Something to keep your eyes open for those of you that are dealing with air signs, those of you that are dealing with fire signs. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Not necessarily just those signs, but those are the signs that are coming up right now. Keep your eyes open. Keep your ears open. You may hear something about something else that's going on. Again, Facebook, Instagram coming up. Snapchat. Places people may think you're not paying attention to. So if you're a Facebook person, people may just be assuming you don't do Instagram, which is not true. But you just may be on Facebook more. Check out all your social media. If you got this kind of energy around you or if you feel it. Others of you need to be careful in social situations. People telling you one thing, because they're jealous, deception and envy of what you're doing, and it's really another. Yes, there's that energy out there right now. People are deliberately trying to fuck some shit up. So just as a caution, I would be paying attention to new people in your experience or people that haven't been around very much recently. All of a sudden show up. That's this right here. Be mindful of that. Next Sunday, the Empress with the temptation. Don't let some smooth talking Yahoo tempt you with some bullshit. I can't put that no other way. Because if you do, you're going to fall out your chair, off your swine, in the water, and you're going to look a hot mess. Yes, I said that. This is major energy. Do not let somebody tempt you into doing something you really don't want to do. Don't let somebody pressure you into a relationship you really don't want to have. Don't let somebody pressure you into going out on a date that you really don't want to go on. It's right there. It's right there. And that's major energy. It could be a bigger setback than it needs to be simply because you have all these planets that would usually help you, Jupiter, Venus, in retrograde. So be mindful. Don't get tempted because somebody might be out there just trying to snake charm you out your drawers. I said that too. And oh, baby, you're so beautiful. And this is male or female energy. Don't get that part twisted. You're so fine. Why don't you go to the house? Yeah, you get to the house and it's a mess. I'm just saying. And you end up doing something that has long-term ramifications tied to it. You ain't trying to do that. This is where babies come from. That oops, that one night oops, because you was tempted. And you find out 6 months later, come on now. Baby Jew in November. I'm sorry. I didn't know. Yeah, that's this right here. That's what this is. Exactly what's coming back. So don't be tempted. Things that you get into that are shady have long-term implications. Just be mindful of that. Next Monday, with the Ten of Coins and emotional loss, some of you, I hate to say this, but some of you may be losing things due to certain financial situations going on, not just in America, worldwide. So be mindful. If you've got bills, things that are outstanding, any phone calls that you may need to make, you want to make them sooner rather than later. Before they come get the car, start trying to take away the house or get evicted out of the apartment, however that's resonating with you. Anything that you've got big finances, cars, houses, trucks, boats, pick your thing. Get on this if you ain't on this. Because don't act like you can't get emotional if you lost some shit. I know you can. Be mindful, pay attention. If there's things that you need to get up on them sooner rather than later. Don't wait until it's too late. That energy's on the board. So however that resonates and applies to you. At the end of all of this, those of you that are still in the manifestation process, trying to manifest the thing, person, place, that's right for you. May require that as you get into the beginning of next week, you may need to take some time by yourself, sort things out. This is the perfect energy to do any of that. Romantically, Venus goes direct on the 25th. I don't know if that's Thursday or Friday this week. But you still have a handful of days of shadow period. So don't just think because Venus is going direct, everything's going to be like, woo! No. So you may need to take a moment still and look at, reassess, redetermine, reevaluate, all of that. If it's not romantic, some of you, this is about teaching or school. You may hear something in the next 5 or 6 days that'll might upset the apple cart in terms of what you're thinking or what you think is going to happen. Even those of you that have kids might be getting down to your state or your community finalizing. Yes, we are having school in September. No, we're not. Some of you may hear something and it just might just throw a monkey wrench in what you're trying to manifest overall. Take the time to think about it, see where the pluses and the minuses are, and work it out. And see what the oracle cards have for us for this week. Pay attention to projects with people. People are full of shit right now. I'm gonna say it because I know ain't nobody else gonna say it. A whole lot of people are finding out they don't have, well, they're all of them fell down, didn't they? They don't have the survival skills, maybe, to make it through this kind of energy. So they coming up with all kind of little bullshit ass crap. If you are in a project or working on a project or in a work group, work or school, doesn't matter. Just kind of emotionally detach from the situation and look at the whole thing and see if you come up with something that looks or sounds a little funky. You may not be paying any attention to it right now. Take that time, take that hermit time to look at whatever collaborative things you might be in. You may be, somebody may be pissing on your leg and telling you it's a hurricane outside. I'm just saying. So be mindful of that. It's 3s on the board twice. A little cause for concern. Even though one is for healing and the other on deception and energy, deception and envy, the energy is still there, and it just ain't no bright Christmas tree lights on this shit. Kind of flickering in and out. So check project group shit out. Don't let go. Don't let go. I don't know who that's for or what that's for, but my best understanding is in this review process, there may be some people, they're being loyal, but they're also slow. Don't let them go. Just put that out there. Don't let them go. There's some situations you may want to let go, and now may not just be the time. You may realize people you're working with are spiteful and deceptive and doing all kind of shit, but now is not the time to just jump up and get out there. Don't let that go. Just hang on to that for a hot second. But those of you that are in situations that you know are toxic, they're not serving you, if you can get out of them now, get out of them now. Go directly to the source. That communication card. Don't be monkeying around with the middleman, because the middleman's adding on extra shit because they're getting paid to do extra shit. So go directly to the source. Don't be playing around with folks. But I heard, nah. Go to the person. What you'll find is that the person probably trying to deliver the message had it twisted, thorough. Mercury retrograde, just saying. In some instances, it may be on purpose. They're doing some fucked up shit on purpose. Others of you that are looking at your friendships from a loyalty perspective, some of you may have been sick And that best friend, you know, always trying to be up in your business. When you were sick, you couldn't get a phone call, a text message, a damn smoke signal. There are no excuses. Just know that part. Those of you evaluating friendships and relationships, and you know people could have been somewhere and they weren't there on some bullshit. Ain't no excuses for that. Period. Just saying. Get a new story. Those of you trying to get back with exes, and this has come up quite a bit recently. Get a new story. Don't dwell on the past. Having those conversations for the future, getting back together. Get a new story. Don't keep telling some shit that happened 3 years ago. How bad you felt. Get a new story. Make a new memory. Do something new. Don't dwell in the past. Don't do it. What do you love? What do you love? If you are looking for, you're one of these people that's dealing with your job and you don't know if you should stay and it's too much and obstacles, what do you love? When you do something that you love, I guarantee your purpose will probably show itself. That's how the universe works. Really did. That's how the universe works. So what do you love? If we're talking about a person, what do you love about that person? Trying to make a decision on somebody. What do you love about that person? One more. This is the standard PSA. Cloak yourself in light. Yeah, the energy out here is ugly. There's a lot of soulless souls running around here. I'm just saying. So it's not gonna hurt you one bit to stop before you walk across that threshold and just ask the universe, your guardian angel, the fairies, the unicorns, whatever you're dealing with, to cloak you in light. Don't get stuck. Don't overdwell on it. Do it. Walk out the door. And know that the universe has you. Taurus, I love you. I hope you guys have a good week. Stay safe. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye, y'all.